friends. Today we're going to talk about a more heavier, I guess, topic. And I don't know, I'm going to say not really trigger warning, but I am going to talk about like sexual harassment, sexual assault, but not details, just FYI. Okay, but we are addressing those kind of things so that you are aware ahead of time because we're going to talk about what's happening right now with the whole Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni thing and why you should actually care what's happening. Not that you need to get super invested, but going to tell you why, as a woman, you should care what's happening. And this has nothing to do with it being a celebrity. It's not, I really don't I'm not someone who cares a lot about celebrities. The only way that I find out things about them is mostly, well, I watch drama YouTube channels sometimes and I find out shit that way. That's not how I found out about this. But I really I don't follow celeb stuff. I don't care. I'm not into Kardashians and I don't give a shit. That's not the point. The point of this is what is happening to her as a woman online, in the media, all over right now is total insanity. And things like this set a precedent, especially because she is a celebrity and because this is being so blown up and talked about. It's not great. It's I don't know. This is something else. So, first off, and this is funny, I find this actually hilarious. And if you saw my reel the other day, I find it so funny because I post about things like this more on threads. And that's where I do get very unhinged, and you will find out my opinions on everything. I also say it on the podcast. I don't care, but on threads, I definitely post a lot on there. And I am someone that, yeah, 100% I'm going to stand up for women. Are you fucking kidding me? Is that a question? Um, and I will go into more of why specifically this. But first, I want to address a comment that was made. This was only made one time, but it was hilarious because it was a man and told me I was ruining my reputation for a celebrity because I should not be saying anything about this as a business strategist. And how could I put my reputation on the line? Mad move. And I responded with a laughing emoji and said, I will always stand up for women. You dumb fuck. I didn't put that part in, but that's just now. Um, yeah. And then I laughed in real life also really hard because I was like, you clearly don't know me. Oh my God, so stupid. Anyways, um, yeah, no. Like, of course I have a business. And um, excuse me, what? Yes, I will stand up for women. That those two things can exist at the same time. Just, FYI. And you're allowed to do that too. You don't have to. I'm not saying that you have to go and like post shit about this and be really loud. I choose to do this because I am very passionate about these things, specifically things like this. So, like, don't feel like I'm saying that you have to go post something about it. But yeah, my whole business is supporting women, not only in your business to build a business that's like amazing and supports you and all of that, but also that allows you then to have an amazing life. And of course, I am going to stand up for women when this shit is going on. That's not a question. Plus, what I have experienced in life, yeah, yeah, mhm, I am going to absolutely say something, stand up for women, and call this shit out because, like, what the fuck? I'm gonna go into this more because I actually, it's funny. Well, it's not funny, but I don't know why I always use that. It's just like a common phrase, but it's interesting. And I mean, no one knows like your background, no one knows everything that you've done. So it's not like people would know this, but even when I just finished my nursing degree, I worked with adolescents in a program for a number of years that was teaching them how to recognize sexual harassment, sexual abuse, what consent is, what that means about healthy relationships. And I was part of like publishing papers, producing an entire program around this. Um, so I kind of have a lot of experience in this area. Um, just a little bit. I've worked with this a lot. And I know what it's like to for people to report these things. Like, and it's not, I guess the reason that I bring that up, it's not like just yesterday I decided that I'm going to take a stance on this. Like, this has been years that I've been doing this for because I started that work over 10 years ago that I worked with the university doing that. So, I mean, yeah. Um, anyways, I've been doing this for like a while. And when it comes to someone, and I am going to say, especially women who are reporting sexual harassment, sexual abuse, it doesn't matter who it is, celebrity or not. I do believe that they should be believed. This is something that is a huge, I don't know if the word, I don't know if fault is the right word or it's a just thing in society that is so backwards that it's on the woman to go so far to prove it actually happened. How the fuck are you going to prove that happened? In most cases, um, like how? You can't, that's not possible. So people who are like, where's the proof that this happened? I mean, in this case, it's a little different because there were cameras around all the time. There was a lot of stuff, but she also has proof and people are still questioning it. And that is what is so disgusting is it's just like the proof is right there. So what are you still questioning? And this is where the issue lies with this is people continue to say that she's lying. She wanted to gain something from this situation. What the fuck is she going to gain from it? What is she going to gain from lying about being sexually harassed? And anyone who's like, oh, the second movie, a book deal, all of this bullshit, that's not how that works. Like, period. You don't report sexual harassment to gain those types of, like, that doesn't make any sense on any fucking level. That does not make sense. And you don't gain anything from reporting this. It's it's just so backwards. This is not something anyone wants to go through. And it's like it's crazy to me, especially the number of women that are not supporting her and are so hard on just not, will not support her. No matter what else comes out, no matter what is like, no matter what. Nope, she's lying. She's lying. She's lying. And what happens is, and this is why you should care. Because when we don't believe women, and this is the narrative that's being widely spread through social media, through the media at large, so are the repercussions on every single woman that has ever experienced sexual harassment, sexual assault, or whoever will. Because this leads to less women wanting to ever report it, and many already don't. Because we all know that this is what's going to happen. You are so much more likely to not be believed and told that you're lying than for someone to say, yeah, I believe you that that happened. And that is so disgusting. That's so disgusting. And I will continue to talk about it. And I just, I can't not because there are so many people and so many women that I know and myself that have experienced this. And unless you have, or until you do, and I hope that if you have not, you don't, you you don't understand. And it doesn't matter whether she's a celebrity or not, because this now affects all women. It's the ripple effect right on down. And so the reason that I choose to speak out about it is because there are other women that are being very loud about it on the other side of things and spreading totally false narratives, cherry picking different things, and just they are spreading lies. And that's why there needs to be other people that do talk about the truth of the matter and how this really affects women without even getting into the celebrity details. And that's why I'm not focused on, their whole case, their smear campaign, their blah, 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 blah. And I mean, even if we do touch on that for a second, um, so the thing that I just don't understand, um, do we really think that Justin's just gonna come out and admit it? Or is he going to deny this because it's all out in public? Like so much in public. I mean, there's so many nuances to this, and I think that a lot of people don't see all the different factors at play, and there's people who are like giving opinions on it that really shouldn't be. um but I do think it's important to talk about these things because it does set a precedent. And I don't know, for me, my whole thing is supporting women. In supporting women, that means in your business and in your life, both. And I will 100% stand up against things like this and say that I do support Blake. And I believe her because it doesn't make sense that she would make that up. She would literally ruin her entire career in life. It doesn't make any sense. But I think if we are going into this era where we're going to be supporting women and we're going to be, you know, in this together, that means that we need to support all women. And we need to actually support each other. So that means in this too. So you can let me know your thoughts. This was like, I feel like it was a heavier one today, but one that I really needed to talk about. But I would love to hear your thoughts on it. And go after everything that you fucking want. Be unapologetic about it.